the stock was down like 40%, when it opened. And on top of that, Azora Bank in Japan, which has the biggest exposure to US real estate and floating rate debt on the commercial side, their stock was down almost limit down. It was down 20 something percent in Japan 2 days ago. And then last night when it opened, it was down another 18%, and it kind of bounced from there. But a lot of the world is tied to the US, and there are a lot of foreign investors of US real estate. There are a lot of foreign sponsors of US real estate. We've been talking about it for 2 years, but now it's really coming to a head. And even though the losses aren't going to be anything like, the residential losses we saw in '08, like small banks lend to 35% of commercial projects and commercial aggregate bond index since 1985. It was, a 40-year rally. It beat every other bond rally in that period of time. And what we've seen now is that, yields have started to jump after some of the compression with NYCB. The 10-year yield moving 15 bips in a day is a multiple standard deviation move on a on a day like this. So I think it's very interesting. I think everyone's probably looking at, bond yields. Remember that most credit in the US is priced off, if it's floating rate, it's either priced off SOFR, which is, correlated to the Fed funds rate, or it's based off a treasury yield. Um, so everything in America, when people are lending, is based off some sort of a benchmark yield. And as it gets more expensive to borrow, right, companies are going to suffer even if we don't have a recession.
Absolutely. And by the way, just want to remind everybody